Hello and welcome to this brew day vlog. I'm going to be brewing Telly Porter today, which is my American porter. It's actually more of a stout recipe, what I put in it, but I named it after my dog. He's an American Pit Border Collie mix. His name's Telly, so Telly Porter. It works a lot better than Telly Stout. So, and this would be kind of a weaker stout anyway. So, the malts that I have going in is, I'm just going to read off the percentage. It's 69.6% Maris Otter, 7.1% flaked wheat, 7.1% Crystal 60, 7.1 brown malt, 3.6 roasted barley. That's where it kind of gets stouty. 3.6 chocolate and 1.8 black patent. The hops, normally for my bittering hop I would use Pilgrim, but there was none available. So I switched that up with Target. This Target was a bit low, 8.6%, so I had to move it from where I normally have the Pilgrim going in about midway through the boil, and this is actually going to be at the beginning of this 60-minute boil. And then the other hop that's going in is Willamette, 15 minutes of boil. Normally that would have been closer to the 5-minute range, but just with when I got the hops and the ounces that I wanted, and then I saw what the alpha acids were, I had to readjust to try to hit my IBUs I was going for. So hopefully this will turn out to be a 6.1%. That's what I've always been shooting for. Fortunately, my efficiency, I haven't quite got it there yet, so I have adjusted this one as much as possible. I'm hoping that I'm actually going to get that 6.1% ABV. It should be around 28 IBUs as well, so not too bitter and not too sweet. So I got the grains milled. I'll show those, and got the hot liquor on the stove going as well. So I'll show you what the hot liquor is for those that don't brew. All it is water. But all right, so those are the grains that are milled. There's more darker grains mixed in on the bottom there too, but yeah, that's what the milled grains look like. And there's the flaked wheat that will be going in. So let's go show the hot liquor. All right, so this is the hot liquor, which is just water. This is my brew kettle. Normally you'd have maybe a separate vessel for your hot liquor, and then you go into mashing from that. But I have this. I'll run off into my mash tun for the first, because I do a batch sparge. So I'll run off the first volume amount, which will probably be around 4 or 5 gallons, and then after I do my initial mash out, I'll do a batch sparge, in which I'll run the remaining amount of water in at a hotter temperature, usually around 170 Fahrenheit. This one I'm actually going to get up to about 175, 180, because by the time it goes into the mash tun, it's going to cool off a bit. And then also when you add the grains, which mine are at 70 Fahrenheit right now, that will also cool it down. So I want this one to be more of a full body. So I'm striking in probably about 168, 170 degrees, and that will drop it to about 156, which I'll keep it for about an hour. And the yeast that I'm going to be using is the BuMpY-isms 1056, which is the American Ale one. This is from July, middle of July, so it's about its half-life. These are usually good for about 6 months, but it's already puffed up a little bit, but I haven't even smacked it yet, so this is going to get larger once I smack it. But that's the yeast I'm using, just 1 pouch. And now I just got to measure out my brewing salts, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, so just wanted to show the pH reading that I'm getting. This has been in here for just a few minutes, but 5.29. I don't think it's going to drop like much lower than that, but yeah, 5.29 for the pH out of the initial mash, so it's right in the ballpark where I want. Anywhere from 5.2 to 5.5 is good. 5.28. Alright, we're good on the pH. Alright, so the first mash is done with the batch sparge. So right now I'm putting it through a Gorloff, which you just run the wort off until basically you get less grain material going in. This kind of sets the bed, so I'm just transferring it through the spoon and back into the mash tun, and then I'll run it off into the boil kettle here. But yeah, as you can see, it's nice and dark. Smells really nice and roasty, toasty. A little bit of chocolate notes in there too. So yeah, I'll do this until I can collect my first runnings, and after that, it's just going to be my second batch sparge, which I'll do the same exact thing until I collect my volume for boil. Alright, so this could end up being an issue. My runoff pH is reading at a 5.13. My gravity reading, my pre-boil gravity is 1036, but adjusted for adjusted for temperature, which just was at 130 when I checked it. It's a 1049. It was supposed to be a 1052, but let's check to see what the volume is. I was looking for a 7.61, and it's just under the 7.5, so I am a little bit shy here, even when I adjusted for a 68% efficiency. I don't know what it is with this brew. It never ever wants to be where it needs to be. But I'm gonna go ahead and start boiling this, and alright, we'll see where it ends anyways. Right, look, I made a chocolate pizza. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through the hot break here, so try not to get a boil over. I mean, I am right on the edge here. I've got it pretty low. Yeah, it just keeps foaming back up. I was gonna boil it for a little bit longer anyways, just to try to boost up that the gravity. So anyway, just get ready to throw in the first hops here once I can get through this crazy hop break. Alright, well, let's get this boil underway anyways. It's been going for a little bit, so just trying to get through that hop break a little bit, but throwing in the target, then I'm going to set my timer for 60 minutes. So 8.6% alpha on the target, 0.75 ounces. It's going to go in, and I'm going to have to be ready to stir this right up. So, alright, okay, well, just boiling away. Looks nice and dark. So anyways, it's the first beer of the day. First beer is a homebrew. This is the Wicked Late to Work. It's my New England IPA, 6.3% ABV. There will be a video coming out. Eventually I'll make one on this anyways. But yeah, it turned out pretty decent. I'll just say that. So cheers, everybody. Okay, coming up on the last 15 minutes of the boil, I'm going to be throwing in 0.75 ounces of Willamette. It's 5.3 alpha. I also have the Warflock tablet in there just to clarify the Telly Porter. It's going to be dark anyways, but I just don't want it to look murky at all, so drop everything out. Alright, just going to stir this up. Go get my wort chiller placed in, which is already sitting in sanitizer and stuff, so then I'll just be chilling this down, and I'll see you on the inside. Okay, so right now just running off the wort into the carboy. I got some drippings, I could clean that up, but yeah, nice and fairly dark Telly Porter going on. So just that's also aerating it, so it's should have plenty of oxygen with the splash down with that. And it's coming over here. By some miracle, it may have been the longer boil that I put it through. This was supposed to be a 1064 starting gravity. If this will focus, can't really, because it wants to move around, but it's actually at a 1066. So you get each line there. So the first one right there is 1062, 1064, and then the line where the wart is there is right at a 1066. So this is actually 0.002 higher than what it was intended to be. And I think I hit the gallons right on at around 525. So, but yeah, that's the coloration of the Telly Porter before fermentation. But yeah, should have kind of a little bit of a clarity to it, but still be nice and dark. All right, it is time to pitch the yeast. And this puppy is actually going to ferment in the fermentation chamber right here, a little home for it. Got it all cleared out, and we're right around 68 degrees. Cheers. Hope you guys all enjoyed this brew day vlog of Telly Porter.